Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Facebook Live that's normally on a Tuesday. That is on Wednesday today because I had a Zoom call with my Stampin' Up manager yesterday, so I couldn't do my Facebook Live. So I'm doing it, rather than not doing it at all, I'm going to do it today. It's a lovely sunny day. You might not have had to pull the blind down because it's rather sunny today and it was streaming in and I couldn't see my computer screen. So I've pulled the blind down. I've got my cuppa. And I'm ready to do a little bit of crafting with you. So I'm going to turn my camera around. Sorry, I just shut my screen by accident there. And it looks like I've spilt my tea as well when I did it. Oh man, look, I've spilt my drink. Let's just move that and get a new sheet. Oh. What a palaver. Okay, right. Hopefully you can see me now. Let's see. Yep, I can see me now. So hopefully you can see me now. I just sort of pressed the close down screen on the side of my phone. You know, the switch screen. Anyway, I'm just checking that I'm on my laptop. So today I am going to... I can see it there, yeah. All right, I can just see some comments now. Hi Linda, hi Sheila, hi Ali, hi Uma. Oh, thanks Uma. It's my new purchase from Sainsbury's. Don't know why I said it in a posh voice. Now, I just found out that my friends, neighbours opposite in the office, they're raising some money for charity. They're doing 3 Peaks. They've asked me if I want to do it with them, but I'm like, no, you're all right. I'll just give you some money for charity. But they've got a tuck shop now. And they've got a chocolate tuck shop to raise funds for, they've got a tuck shop. And guess what? I've just been and bought this from the tuck shop. Anyway, that's going to be my afternoon treat to myself, a little Freddo. So... today, I was going to play with the Guy stamp set again, but I've had a few people take part in my blends club this month. It's been a bit more of a popular month this month, and so I wanted to talk to you about my blends club, and I thought I'd do some blends colouring. So each month I pick 3 colours of blends, and you can swap them out, and you can order on my blends club, and it's £27, and you get 3 colours and 2 sheets of each of the colour card, so that's 6 sheets plus 2 sheets of thick white. It is dangerous, Linda. I'm just going to tie my hair back. So basically, you know, you've got the colours plus a little bit of the coloured card to get sort of cracking with it. Okay, I've just pressed something on my screen. It's all right. So I thought I would share what I'm making. I thought I'd have a go at making something just for my ladies who've purchased them this month. What I always do is, so it's 27 collected or 29 posted for the 3 packs and for the card, but then I do an add-on, so I choose a stamp set that I think you can coordinate with those colours. Oh, hi Maria. And for this month I chose this Nothing's Better Than. I did a class with this last year. It was designed by a Stampin' Up Demonstrator, £1 million seller actually. Just having a drink. And I've not used it since probably last July when I did my class. And so I thought, I'll have a go with it. So you've got a cocktail in here, you've got a cookie, you've got a coffee, and you've got chocolate. You've also got these 4 stamps that sort of fill these in. So you can stamp them and fill them in, along with the little umbrella and the lemon. But also you can colour them in with your blends. I love it Uma because it's really retro. I like retro, it's quite retro. So these colours are quite retro-y colours. So I thought this would work well. And then there are some coordinating dies. So I have an option to have the dies, and I have to say, look how neat these dies are because I have never used them. So I think I need to do something about that, don't I? Yes, Julie, you do. So I am going to grab some white card. So I haven't even said what the colours are. They are Cinnamon Cider, Calypso Coral and Bermuda Bay. Now I always stamp on the thick white card because I think it works well. Or maybe it was because I was told that's what we should do. I can't remember, to be honest. So I've got my white scraps out, and I'm just finding a piece because I always go to my scraps. Oh, look what I found, some donkeys. I always go to my scraps first. I think there's some donkeys that I did on a Zoom call with my niece when we were colouring donkeys. So I'm going to cut this down and do a bit of colouring. Now these aren't large images, you know, they're not that big, so you don't need to panic about colouring them because they're not too difficult. I do have some cards that I've made with these. I do not have a clue where they are. That is my honest, I think they're still packed in a box somewhere from when I moved. So I'm going to be using the chocolate stamp first, and I'm going to create a background with the chocolates. Oops, I didn't stamp that one very well, so that might have to have something over it, but that's okay. Right, let's just do that for now. Yeah, Sheila, I pressed something on my phone. So just a little bit of info on the blender pens themselves. They come in a combo pack, and they're £8.50 each, and you get a dark and a light in each of the colours. Now the only exception to this is we sell a colour lifter on its own, which is the white pen that sort of takes some of the colour off or tones it down. That's £4.25 on its own. And the other exception is we do a skin tone pack with a bronze and an ivory. Okay, so this is the cinnamon cider, so you've got the dark and the light. And then you've got, if you look here, you've got a picture of the nibs. So you've got this that's like a bullet end, thin end, and there's a line to show you that it's thinner. And then here you've got a brush end, and there's a line there to show you that it's thicker. Okay, I mostly use the bullet end, the brush end for large areas, and you have to listen to them click. So the click back shut. Now these are an alcohol marker, don't lick them. So that means that they're good for blending, but you do need to pop the lids back on pretty sharpish, because otherwise, you know, they could dry out. But I would always encourage that behaviour anyway when you're using any sort of pens. So what I'm going to do to start with is I'm just going to colour the top bits like it's on these two, like it's darker chocolate with the dark one. Because you've got to, you know, we want all those, these are what I would call sort of cartoony images. We do want the chocolates to sort of look realistic. Yeah. So this isn't too difficult, just colouring in the, this is the one I think I'm going to cover up. So I'm just colouring in the ones, the middle one and the one on the left. I'm probably not going to do, oh, I can hear Ruby the dog, who sometimes is in the office opposite me. She gets a bit excited sometimes. Right, so I've just coloured the top with the dark pen. And then what I'm going to do, I might do it with the brush end, just to make it easy. I'm going to just colour the bottom one with the light pen. I'm not going to do any blending because it's only small chocolate, and I don't really think you need to. And don't make it more stressful than it needs to be. You don't, even though they are blends, stamping blends, you don't have to blend. You can just use them to colour. So I like the cinnamon cider. They look chocolatey, but they also look a bit fudge-like too. So cinnamon cider is one of the colours, the in colours, but they are staying around for another year. The other in colours with the Rococo Rose and the Seaside Spray, they are leaving us on the 3rd of May, and actually I get to see the new catalogue tonight, and I also see what's leaving. So I know for a fact, we know that the in colours, the Seaside Spray, Rococo Rose, Terracotta Tile, Purple Posy and Pretty Peacock, they are leaving. And I've put a post on my customer group actually today to say if you want any of those colours, I advise you get them pretty sharpish, because they go quite quickly. Stock up on any card that you like in those. I must admit, I will miss Seaside Spray. It's a lovely blue. It's a bit like a porcelain blue. We actually do a blend in Seaside Spray and Rococo Rose, so if you want those, don't forget to get those as well. Hi Cindy, good morning. It's nearly 2 PM here. I'm just colouring chocolates in, like you do. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this other one, the one that's got like the twirly topping on, I don't think I'm going to blend. I think I'm just going to do a dark, like that, and then another dark, and then I'm going to do a light in the middle. So, you know, you don't have to do blending. I've got 20 people watching me colour in. That's what it boils down to really, isn't it? So this, the Stampin' Blends Club, I open it for each month. I pick different colours each month. So this current month is open until the end of the month, and then it will change on the 1st of April. I've already sorted April's, taken photos and everything. I'm quite organised for that. So watch out for that on the 1st of April. It won't be a fool. Also today, I've just opened up booking for round 11, can't believe it, of my online coffee and card. This week was week 50 of that, which I can't believe. It's nearly, in 2 weeks' time, it's a year. So yeah, it is a lot better than housework, I know. Although I do wish today that I'd have done some washing before I came and picked it out. I did put tea on though in the slow cooker, and I made myself and Craig some lunch pack up. So I did quite good today. Been quite domesticated. So I'm just making my life easy and not blending. And I just want to show you that with this stamp set you can be versatile, and with the chocolates you don't have to blend. Okay, so I will turn that into a card in a moment. So that's what they look like, the chocolates, and obviously I hope you can see the different light and dark colours on there. Yeah. Okay, so let's grab some more card from my stash. And I'm going to stamp with the cocktail, okay? Let's dream of a summer cocktail. Now with these pens you should always use a non-alcoholic black ink pad. I have a video that talks all about this. You have to use opposites. So because we're using alcohol markers, we need to use a black ink pad that's not an alcohol sort of ink pad. Okay, hope that makes sense. Right, I've done 3 cocktails on this piece of card. Now, I do appreciate that you might not always have, when I'm including 3 colours, you might not be able to colour all the images in with 3 colours. So on this one, this could be one where you might need an extra colour pen. But I'm going to do a nice Bermuda Bay colour cocktail. Now these are brand new. They arrived yesterday, and I could see how juicy they were then. So I just did a little bit of the dark on the left, just around the edge, and then I'm using the light Now you can not colour that bit in, that's like your clear glass, because I don't think many glasses have the cocktail going down there, do they? So for this one, I mean, that umbrella's so small, I might probably just use the pale Calypso for it and not do any blending, like that, yeah. And then I'm going to grab, this was in the Blends Club last month actually. Oh no, that's not the right one, hang on. It's this one. I get them mixed up sometimes. This is Dark So Saffron, so it was Blends Club last month, so I'm going to do my little lemon with that. That or Daffodil Delight would work really well. Okay, doke. And then, can you see like the blend there that I've got? So it goes sort of dark through to light, and it hopefully looks like a drink. And then I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to use my Calypso Coral. And then I colour over the join, and I always use the bullet end and press on quite hard in a circular motion. then I'm going to switch it up a bit and I'm going to do the umbrella in Bermuda Bay. Now I'm not going to do a brown cocktail with the cinnamon cider. Don't think that would look, it'd probably look like some kind of healthy smoothie. You're very quiet today, ladies. So they're quite quick and easy to colour in. I'm going to do another Bermuda one. Now, I'm actually going to do something that I would probably advise you not to do. I'm going to cut these out with the dies, but I would probably cut them out first normally and then colour them in, because if you spend all this time colouring them in and then your die moves when you cut it, you've sort of wasted your colouring in. Well, I'm obviously going to cut these out now. I could cut them out by hand, but I've never used the dies, so maybe I should use the dies. Mudslide cocktail. I don't know, I think it's just practice, Cindy. I'm no expert with the colouring. I've watched a few videos, but not many. Okay, so there I've got my three cocktails. I'm gonna grab my machine. Oh, they do pong a bit, those new ones. I can smell the alcohol. So I'm just gonna grab this. It probably will block the whole screen up. And I'm going to grab my plates and the dies. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a bit of washi tape. Just to sort of hold it in place. Like that. Oh, look a bit out of sync. Look a bit fuzzy, does my video? Okay, so let's see how that's gone. Looks okay to me. Happy with that, actually. Now I don't know if this stamp set's going to be on the retiring list. It was new in last year's catalogue. I have no idea, but I will know in a few hours' time. I hope not, because I don't feel like I've used it much, although I did do a class with it. So this is the big machine room and my little one's at home. I keep my big one here at the office, and then I keep my big one here, my little one at home. Okie doke, so I have got 3 cute cocktails all ready to go, like that. And what I thought I would do is I'm going to do a really simple background. Yes, tonight, Sheila, at about 7 o'clock-ish. Just depends how quick I can be. That's perfect. I've just found a card blank in my scraps. that's exactly the it's exactly the right way that I wanted it to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a background of three pieces of card with like a cocktail on, something like that. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm doing an Ed Sheeran. Now, I want 3. So there is a little bit of maths. Hi, Carol. There is a bit of maths involved in crafting. So what I do is I think, right, this is, it's 14.8, but I'm going to have a border so it's going to be 14, okay, because that's easier to work with an even number, yeah? So I'm fine with my length because I'm just going to have one piece of card. So I want to do 14 divided by 3, yeah? Because I'm going to do 3 pieces of a card. So 14 divided by 3, it's about 4.6, okay? So I am going to cut my pieces of card to 9.7 because I know that 14 goes with 9.7 when I'm doing layers. It's just something that I know. And then I'm going to cut this at 4.6, just in a sniff. 4.6 and a sniff. Let's see. This is just something I've thought, oh, I'll do a little tri-colour thing. So have I got enough there? No. 9.7. I could just drink a cocktail. I know it's nice enough today. Okay. So all I wanted to do was just do a simple background like this. Yeah. Like a colour block type thing, yeah. I did this last week with the ties sort of as well, didn't I? Like a basic colour block. I think I might need to trim them down. Oh no, this should be alright. And then I'm going to do a little cocktail, you see, on each thing like that. Alright? But I don't know if I want them to sit on something so they stand out. Now, this is me thinking out loud again. So I'm going to take some more scrap card. And I've got this punch. I think it's called an Everyday Label punch. Okay. And I'm going to pop those like that behind it, just to make them stand out a bit, yeah? Okay, so also what I want to do, I want to run some ribbon. You know I love my ribbon. I want to run some ribbon behind there, okay? I don't know what the heck I'm making, but you know, let's just go for it, Julie. So, I'm going to take, oh, have I got enough? Hopefully I might have enough. It's right at the end of the reel. This is Pool Party Sheer, okay? And I don't know if it's going to tie. We'll try it. And what you can do with this, you can colour it. Because obviously that's not going to match and it's not going to stand out. You can colour it with your pens. So I'm trying to show you different ways to use these pens today. So I always start with the light and see if how dark it's going to be. So I'm just running the pen over sort of on its side, over the ribbon. Okay, like that. Just sort of swiping it really, and it soaks in nice. You don't have to do the other side. because it's quite sheer. And this way then you see you've got ribbon in the colours of your blends. I would say it works best with the thinner. These white crinkle seam binding works well with this. I just wanted to come on and show my blend ladies really what different things they can do. Especially this month, ladies. Now what you do find is when you've coloured it with the ink, the ribbon does change texture slightly. It goes a little bit stiffer. I'm laughing at Uma. Okay, so I'm going to just move these. Now what we could do, thinking out loud again, is we could create a little background. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to secure these together a little bit by putting some washi tape across them. Oh, brilliant, Sheila. Oh, with the Stampin' Right markers as well, Carol, yeah. I never get those out. I use those for... Can't find the end of this washi. It's like finding the end of the sellotape. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to secure these together to make like a solid piece. Yeah. Like that. Like that. Just to make it a bit more secure, I think I'll go down here. And down here. Okay. And then I've got my little background then, you see. Now, what you can do, just thinking on my feet again, don't know if my Versamark is needs inking or not. Just stamp it off a little bit. Just have a practice on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp like a Versamark background so that I don't have to get all the colours out, and because I'm using a multicolour it doesn't matter. So I've done like a Versamark background. Okay, I was a bit low down on the camera there. Right. So now I'm going to hope that my ribbon is long enough to tie around here. I think it's going to be plenty long enough. loads of ribbon. Now, you do have to make sure, because I'm wondering how this is going to work, because I've got those three things. This ribbon could be in the way. So let's just see. We've got that one there, haven't we? So we've got that one here. The colours look different on the screen. I think it's maybe because I've got my blind down. So that's going to sneak in there where that ribbon is. And then I'm just going to move, I'm going to try and manipulate this so to go sort of the other way, so it's not overlapping as much. To sort of go vertical a bit more, if that makes sense. Yeah, like that. Okay, so I'm going to pop these on with foam pads, the white labels. Where are my foam pads? Did I get them out? No. I tied it up so well after yesterday that I haven't got them out. Okay, so I'm going to pop these on, the labels. Wow, it's now 2:10. Okay, pop that like that, and then I'm just going to glue these on because they're a bit too intricate. Yeah, this might be the only cocktails, but that's all right. That's going to go like that. What would look really nice with this set is if you've got one of those Wink of Stella pens, the brush, you know, that puts some glitter on. Last time I demoed that, I squeezed it so hard and it all came out. But that would look nice on the cocktails, I think. Okay, so I'm getting there now, and that would go on my card base, like that. But I haven't got a sentiment, so I'm just looking at the sentiments. I'm wondering where to put mine. Today is a cocktails kind of day. Yeah, that could be good. Let's have a go with that. Today is a, and then okay, so this is one of my predictions for retiring punch. I have no idea if it's going to retire. Please don't be cross with me if it does, but it's just my prediction. I don't know, the classic label. So I'm just thinking I'm going to use Bermuda Bay. So I'm actually going to yeah, maybe a bit of Winchester on the cocktail glass, but I don't think I'm going to do that on this video because last time I had disaster. So what I like about this punch classic label is you can stamp these little, today is a, and then go in like this. And I only want to use a portion of it. I might actually cut that down a bit. I'm not actually happy with my stamping on that one, so I'm going to do another one. Didn't have my mat, did I? Oh, Cindy's in America, Uma. Yeah. So theirs is, well, it'd be 4 hours for Cindy, but oh, ours is at 7 PM, Cindy, so it's 5 hours for us. So I'm going to do this like that, yeah. Okie dokie. And finally, just got a wee bit of scrap left. Right, I'm going to attempt. Oh, there's a die for this. Oh no, the die cuts the word out. Right, I think the die, hang on. Yeah, the die doesn't do that word. It does like a more solid word. So I'm going to attempt to cut this word out, but the dies do have cocktails word, but it's a different font, I think. So that's useful because you can stamp these direct on your projects, and as well, or you can cut. I'll show you the set in the catalogue actually. I like doing this because I like the white space around the stamped sentiment. Oh yes, I like that. I like it like that. Okay, let's move those. That one's a bit wonky. So I'm going to glue this down. Now be careful because obviously it's not fully secure because it's still glued together. And when I did this last week, the glue seeped through, through the joins, so you've just to be careful. this ribbon off. I've pulled a little bit more than I needed there. You know, you could make this into a birthday card, so it says today is a cocktails kind of day, and then inside you could stamp happy birthday, you know, for someone who you know likes cocktails. Now just be aware, when I'm gluing this over here, yeah, I don't want to glue across my nicely coloured cocktail like that, so I'm going to glue that down there, but the wording doesn't quite stretch along the whole thing, so I'm not going to go quite to the end with the glue. Okie dokie, let me just tidy these stamps because they are the small stamps. The wording ones are very small, and this set, I know I've not cleaned them, this set's got 26 stamps in it. I'm just going to move things so I can show you the card a bit better. I realise I need to do something with that other card, but I think I'm going to leave that for now and come back to it. Yeah, so it's 7 o'clock for a Zoomer, isn't it? So there is today. The colours look different. The Calypso Coral doesn't look as, I don't know, as corally. Can I zoom in? No, I can't zoom in on Facebook Live. So there's today's card. And obviously I did that, oops, I did the colouring as well. Oh, Deanne, little ideas for you, because you ordered this set and the dies as well. So, little ideas. So I've done the chocolate, shown you how to colour the chocolates in. And then I've done the cocktails card for you. So I'm going to make myself a drink, open my window because I'm absolutely stifled. It's really warm in here. Yeah, it does look a bit reddy browny. Doesn't look, I think it's because my blind's down. Let me just pull the blind up, hang on. I don't know if that's made any difference, but I have just pulled my blind up. I don't know if the brightness looks any different, but anyway, I don't think it makes much difference. So I am going to make myself a nice drink, open my window, and I'm going to finish this card off and I'll put a picture on. So Deanne, you've purchased my, you've purchased this Blends Club, so I hope this has been useful for you, because I know you're very good at copying, doing my cards, very good student. So I hope this is useful. I'm going to eat my Freddo now and have a drink. And I'll see you tomorrow night for Paper Crafts and Piano. Thanks for watching. Oh, and this video will be on my YouTube channel. And watch out for that retirement list tonight. See you. Bye.